back, and for the final fight of the evening, the big one between the former WBC female super bantamweight champion from 2016 to 2019, Kenya's Fatuma Zarika, who made her debut in 2003, and who's also the WBF world champion, is going to be fighting here today. She is fighting Halima Vunajebi of Tanzania, and this is a Commonwealth title eliminator. That's the tale of the tape with Fatuma Zarika, whooping 50 fights to her credit, and having won 34 of them. She has lost only 14, 2 draws, and 18 of those wins were with knockouts. Now, at her age, she's got the experience that it takes as well to be able to get onto the big stage like this one. She's taking on Halima Vunajebi, 30-year-old Halima Vunajebi, with 31 fights to her credit, 16 wins. She's lost only 14, drawn only 2, and 10 knockouts to her credit. Now, Fatuma Vunajebi lost last to Melissa Mostensen. She won on a knockout against Songwell Aiton and made a pro debut in 2014. This is a story that has got a lot of rich history in terms of bringing it on to the Nightmare in Nairobi fight here at the Mars Garden, at the Mars House. Alex Mokideu has got the details of what's going on in the ring. Alex, give it to us.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the last fight tonight. Our main event tonight, an 8-round contest, a super featherweight division, and a Commonwealth title eliminator. This is the biggest fight tonight. Introducing, all the way from Tanzania, getting into the ring right now. Please, ladies and gentlemen, help me introduce Halima Vunajebi. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Kenya, former world champion, Fatuma.
It's an uprising for you to be listening. Tell them nothing lose, open like now you see. Oh yeah, wapi kelele ya Zarika wewe? Wapi kelele ya Zarika wewe? Let's go. Are you ready to party? First lady, that's your turn, how many? Tuko tayari. Tuanze hapa. Tuanze hapa. Tuanze hapa chini sawa. And you know we fire. Yes, boy, you know we. Hapa chini, you know we. Na kule nyuma, you know we. One time, you know we. 2 time, you know we. Zarika, you know we. Zarika, you know we. Like Bobby, you know we. Come on, to tell it. Everybody rock, everybody just push on you. Is it young from the block to join up now is? To all of them group, why bombs just smash up that piece. It's on the East African with the Boston crew. Select a pull it up. Everybody say pull up. Wapi kelele ya Zarika wewe. One love, they call me Ride the Lion, and I'm signing out. Bless her. Respect.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, the last fight tonight, 8-round contest in the super featherweight division, and this is an eliminator for the Commonwealth super featherweight title. Our timekeeper tonight is Ruben Odipo. The supervisor is Honorable Ruben Ndolo, who is also the president of the Kenyan Professional Boxing Commission. We have our judges, Franklin Imbezi, we have Eric Owango, and we have Dave Watene. Our referee is Ruben Odipo. Ladies and gentlemen, on the blue corner from Tanzania, with a record 16 wins and 14 losses and 1 draw, we have Halima Vunajebi. And on the red corner from Kenya, we have 34 wins and 14 losses and 2 draws, former WBC Super Bantamweight champions, Fatuma Zarika.
Well, the introductions have been completed in the ring. The referee is already in place, Julius Odhiambo, for this super featherweight women's Commonwealth Eliminator that is pitting a former WBF world champion, Fatuma Zarika, who's also the former WBC female super bantamweight champion, and against Halima Vunajebi of Tanzania. Halima Vunajebi last fought in June in Denmark, and she lost on points. She's obviously coming to redeem herself. It's going to start at a very fast pace. This is scheduled for 8 rounds. This fight is scheduled for 8 rounds in the super featherweight women's event and a Commonwealth Eliminator. Vunajebi is the name of the Tanzanian fighter. Short and stocky, and with the same characteristic we've seen probably in the earlier fights as well. Zarika is probably throwing better straight punches than Vunajebi. Vunajebi, like I said, just from what we've seen of the other Tanzanian boxers as well, have got that capability of going round in swings, attempting to throw the punches in swings and not going for the straight jabs. So we'll see whether that tact, countered by what we knew about Fatuma Zarika, can result into an interesting fight here. That's a very hard, direct right jab by Zarika onto the face of Vunajebi. Zarika enjoying good support from the fans at the Mass House. And that's what I was talking about. You know, most of the punches seem to be coming round, you know, a long way in swings to get to the target. And that means they take longer to arrive there. If you get a boxer who's good at timings and who's very fast, they can easily clip you even before that, you know, punch gets there. But what do you think about this?
They should put their hands together and straight punches. Those straight punches should all go wide.
Vunajebi also seems to be bringing in good energy as well. I mean, she's energetic. She's not taking anything lying down. I mean, she's giving as much as she's taking in terms of the punches here. So it shouldn't be expected that it will be an automatic win. It's how many points do you pick up from the punches that you are sending? 1-2 from Vunajebi, who's on the right. And that was a very quick round, then you must say. 3 minutes? Gone very quickly. But that went very quickly, and that tells you it's a good fight then. When it goes too quickly, then it's a good fight. What do you make of the first round?
It has been good. It is 50-50 like the first round.
50-50 so far. I think they were sizing each other up and trying to find out exactly, you know, where are we going to come in from, and which punches do we have to throw.
Who is stronger than the other?
And I've seen Zarika before at World Championship fights. I've watched her fight before. But sometimes she forgets the chance to just go for the punches instead of taking them all to the receive and try to run. Yes, Max Mercado, yes.
But the best fighter
Yes, I watched that when I was there as well. Yes. But because Fury also gave it hard to her, they really started out. And that's the same thing that might come out of this as well, because Vunajebi is not a walk in the park as well. She's not a pushover. She's equally giving as much as she's taking. She's on the left of the screens at the moment. Zarika with her back to us in round 2, scheduled of 8 rounds in the women's super featherweight Commonwealth title eliminator. That's Zarika on the left, sizing up Vunajebi. One thing that you like about Vunajebi is the fact that she's jabbing, you know, and she's jabbing ahead, and making sure, and she knows how to duck out and when to come back as well. So she's got a very good tact of when to duck out and when to come back with her punches, and that might have settled Zarika a bit there.
That's a good boxer. It shows that whatever she's doing, she's a good boxer because she knows what to do from there to there.
Very sturdy as well. I mean, she's very strong on her feet. She has not been perturbed at all by the punches that are being thrown by Zarika. And she's letting Zarika do all the hard work and then just coming in with her short punches, but making sure that her punches are getting there. So her left has caught Zarika. Then again, sizing each other up to try and see where they're throwing the punches. Some body jabs with the right, left. Again, those ones are connected very nicely, haven't they?
I told you there's a big fight.
But those punches are connected. Very well.
Zarika should work. She should be working also. She should not wait.
One of the things that we have seen is sometimes she tries to go for the knockout, and that's what I said earlier on, but she doesn't pick up the points as as we go along, and that becomes a big problem with the boxer who picks up the points as well. It's a good left now from Zarika, but it only works on the body of Vunajebi. A very good touch by Vunajebi to be the one throwing the first punches. It distorts the composure, it distorts the rhythm that the boxer was already putting together to try and throw the punches, and it's doing exactly that to Zarika as well.
You know, when Zarika is blinding, she's destroying the punch.
That's a good right left from Zarika, slugging it out, trying to go for the knockout, trying to go for the early one. Let's analyze this very impartially. But I do think that Zarika occasionally falls into that thought of wanting to go only for the knockout and forgets to pick up the points. And that means that her game then is focused on just trying to win it on a knockout. While for Vunajebi, she's going for the points as much as also using power when she needs to use the power.
You know, when you go to the ring, don't go with that mentality of knocking up and down. Go for whatever is coming. Don't just think of the knockout.
Well, I'm just hoping that she's going to try to pick up the points. We are now going to round 3. We got 4 other rounds to watch. And there's actually 6 other rounds. 5 other rounds to watch. But she's got to be careful to pick up the points because we've already seen that Vunajebi can go for a fight if it's a fight, and can go for the points as well. So round 3, schedule of 8. Vunajebi with her back to the camera at the moment in the white top attire, and Zarika in the black attire. Black shorts on Zarika with gold trimmings. Good left coming from Zarika again. That's another good left now, picking up the points with power as well. That's the right time to be able to use. You get the advantage of both power and the points in the process. Another good left again. Goes to Zarika to Vunajebi's face. Hard right onto the bodywork coming from the right side. Zarika would have looked like she's the one who's taller and might just get the height advantage, but I think it's because Vunajebi is also crouching a little bit too much here. Now going for a 1-2, 1-2 as well. Zarika with a better left punch now, forcing Vunajebi to almost look a little bit desperate in trying to block that. She should have followed that up with a left one. A hard one into the abdomen for Vunajebi. Zarika again trying to unleash the power punches, but the trading of the punches is not as fruitful as just the direct jab. Zarika now going for the direct jab, ducking out and coming out with a punch again, goes into the abdomen. She's got to watch out for Vunajebi as well, because by the time Zarika ducks down and comes up with a punch, Vunajebi is coming up with 2. And she might just pick up, for every point that Zarika is picking up, Vunajebi might just pick up 2 every time. Zarika as we come to the break here. Vunajebi in a sportsmanship gesture extends a touch of the gloves here.
They are both working the ring.
And a good fight in that third round.
And a very great fight.
I think they've all given out their best in that third round.
Exactly they did.
Well, it comes out as family fun as well when it comes to the boxing ring now.
Congo.
The former Nairobi County boss, Omar Habib Congo, is here as well. So this was an attempt at a very hard, punches coming from Zarika, but Vunajebi equally came up with the hard punches.
Whatever I can tell Zarika now is just move inside all the time and punch hard the body so that she can weaken it. She can weaken it.
Coming into round 4 now. Again, you couldn't quite say that anybody has taken the other rounds. Could have been just easily split going all the way to 8 will just determine who's taking up the points. And who might be running the battle here as well. Zarika on the left of your screens, sizing up and trying to look for what punches to throw. That left jab has worked very well for Zarika most of the time, or she couldn't quite connect with the swing here. Vunajebi has a 1-2 combination. It's usually very wide punches coming from Vunajebi. They go right throughout the guard and can hit you in very, very different places. You know, right behind. Referee says to break here. Vunajebi with some good rhythm. And a 1-2 combination going again for another 1-2 that stops Zarika from throwing any of the punches. Is a miss by Zarika. She's going for a straight punch onto the face with the right jab. Good one from Vunajebi. Catches Zarika on the cheeks here. That's a straight one again onto the forehead. Well, it's countered by what Vunajebi gives. A double jab and then a straight right by Zarika now trying to unleash the hammer of the punches. Delighting the fans here at the Mars House. Another good left from Zarika. Referee says break. And Vunajebi is probably intimating that there's a punch that went to the side, right to the back of the head. This training of punches here is equally being challenged in my opinion. I mean, for every punch that is landing on the face, there's a counter punch that is also landing there. So points are very easily split in this round as well.
That's what we are seeing.
That's what I'm seeing here because it's a 1-2, 1-2 from either side and we come to the break. How would you rate it?
They are trying to outwork each other. That's what they are trying to do. Because the other one is on top of points, the other one is points. So they're trying to outwork each other.
Well, you are also just saying that they're putting in almost an equal amount of work in the round. And in my opinion, they're also putting in almost equal amount of points in the round. Because it's not much points being picked up, but when it does, when there's one coming in, and then Vunajebi recovers and sends one as well. And the rest are not reaching the target. And when they do, it's an underside attacks. That's the way to see it. Yeah.
She's far much better than the others.
Well, back into the ring now for the Women's Super Featherweight Championship. The Commonwealth title eliminator between Kenya's Fatuma Zarika and Halima Vunajebi of Tanzania. Fatuma Zarika lost to Casty Hill in a very controversial decision some time back that was awarded to Casty Hill. And then she won on a TKO against Fatuma Yazidu. That's in the last 2 fights that she has had. So making a comeback in Commonwealth title eliminator against Tanzania's Halima Vunajebi. Vunajebi with her back to us at the moment. Zarika facing us. Traded so far, and as they all got in to try and throw the punches, they cancelled each other's punches. Zarika now soaking in a right, left. As she tries to organize herself for the punches, they are also coming in from Vunajebi. Referee tells them to break. Good luck from Zarika. Works on the body and goes on to the face as well. Again. Right, left from Vunajebi. She manages to land an uppercut and moves away from it. Zarika as well has landed one just on the chin. Back on Vunajebi a bit and forced her to take some from the right and left that lands squarely on Vunajebi's face as well. The expectation of the fans was that she Vunajebi, and she really is giving the punches as well. She's trading the punches. She won on a KO against Sokwela Eitan. This is a fight that she fought in Denmark. The last time in June 2025. The flurry of punches that were traded here, catching Zarika back in the face and dazzling her for the moment there. She looked like she was not going to go out of that one, but she quickly recovered to equally that one on Vunajebi's feet. We're going to round 7, round 6 rather. Gotten some very good advice from her corner. Just a little bit of a sleep from the center there. The right and the left all don't get there. Very quick reaction coming in from Vunajebi, who tried to counter that attack that was coming from Zarika. Both going for the points, then a round swing from Vunajebi. Good one again. Zarika running another one yet. And when she walks slower and she walks smarter, she manages to get the points as well.
When she goes with the jump, she gets the target easily.
Soaking in the punches and throwing wild ones that are going right round and missing the target.
Zarika's jabs are very sharp.
When they're getting to the target, they're very sharp. But when they're not getting there, then they're not having any effect. But the sharp ones that are getting straight into the face are really having a devastating effect on Vunajebi. The end of the round. Vunajebi to Zarika, slugging it out for the Commonwealth title eliminator. What about if you have to advise Vunajebi? Because she really is giving as much as she's getting. That was a straight punch that went to the face. The other one didn't get there at all. Again, a good one here. But you see how quickly Vunajebi reacts. Every time a punch lands that is point scoring, she counters it with maybe a 1-2 that also gives her at least a point back.
She's confused somewhat. But when she stops using a jab, she gets in. So it's very advisable if she can use a jab all the time to keep her busy.
Good right coming in from Vunajebi. Well, to remain to be seen then who's going to be winning the rounds. This is round 7, and this is scheduled for 8 rounds, so just one more round remaining here. And still no clear leader in this one, with a good trend of punches coming from both sides. A good right now from Zarika onto the face of Vunajebi. And Vunajebi was almost going down. I mean, not because of the punch, but it back on her up a bit, so she was backpedaling. Another hard right from Zarika, and Vunajebi tries to recover to send in her own punches and not landing. Zarika manages to land another one here. So she's fighting, but she's not landing the punches. I'm talking about Vunajebi now. And Zarika is jabbing and landing the points when she's jabbing. Oh, that's a very good uppercut. Landed, but then it had lost the momentum because of how far it came. So it doesn't have the full impact when it lands on the face.
Now do you see how Zarika's jab
When she jumps, she gets the points as well. When she engages in the fight, then she loses it altogether.
I'm encouraging her to jump most of the time.
So another jump. Getting a point off that as well. Vunajebi tries to counter it now with a body shot. Zarika could have sustained those punches, then maybe should have another result altogether. Oh, that's the end of the round. Just to be able to get the headline. Well, we're into the last round of this super featherweight fight between Kenya's Fatuma Zarika and Halima Vunajebi of Tanzania. It's a fight, a Commonwealth title eliminator from the WBC female super bantamweight champ of 2016 to 2019 for Fatuma Zarika, and fighting Halima Vunajebi. The rounds have been fairly even in our opinion. It's a question of who will pick up more points, especially in this last round. Fatuma could have easily taken the 7th round, but this is the final one now. Vunajebi worked very hard in the first round as well and managed to pick up the points from that side. A right swing that is a little bit too wild goes goes off target. Good left from Zarika. Of course, fatigue setting in as well. When you notice a little bit of a swell just below the right eye of Vunajebi will tell you the weight of the punches that Fatuma Zarika has been sending in the last round. And as much as Vunajebi is still on her feet, it has had an effect on her face as well. Attempted an uppercut. Zarika becomes the first to throw the punch there. Misses, goes for the abdomen, and tries to go for the body. The referee says break. And 2 bucks. The one thing that Vunajebi has done well is in the rounds, she's been the one throwing the jabs fast and helping herself into getting her rhythm and her composure earlier than Zarika has.
Sure.
And now that's been a great help. Well, this 8th round could not be the one that decides this one. There's been less punches being thrown in this 8th round, and there have been few in between, but a very friendly part at the end of that super featherweight women's bout, the last bout of the evening at the Mars House in what has been dubbed as Friday Fight Nights, the nightmare in Nairobi, sanctioned by the Kenya Professional Boxing Commission, and of course brought into your living rooms by TV47 in Kenya and Azam Sport in Tanzania and NBC in Uganda. What a night it has been. 10 bouts in all, including a men's exhibition and influencer fight as well. That of course was not for any title. But having commenced with Lucien Butumbe, Jamie Devine, and George Onyango, and Lejani Lucas Dube, then Joshua Asike, Felix Longenberg, Rachel Okwiri, and now and Emmanuel Chivoli, all the way to Fatuma Zarika and her opponents. So a very good evening that started off at about 6:15 East African time and bring us close to midnight. Well, 11:30 o'clock in Kenyan time, same as East African time, is when it comes to a close in the last bout at the Mars House. So we'll be waiting for the official announcement on who's the winner of this one. A very difficult one to predict, honestly, in terms of the number of points that have been picked up by both boxers across the rounds. And each of them, in my opinion, could have won just one bout altogether. But amongst the fans here at the Mars House, of course, media personalities and TV47 presenter Betty Charlo as well, who was watching it. It was also live for you on TV47 radio. Commentators Ali Hassan Kauleni and Arocho were in the house to bring it to you. It's a very tense moment usually when a fight has gone in this direction. But we'll hear from the ring announcer now.
The President of the Commonwealth and also the President of Kenyan Professional Boxing Commission, Honorable Ruben Dolo, please. He's a former boxer. Let's welcome him on stage so he can say one word before we give you the results.
Well, the fight in the ring is ended now, and we're going into the formalities just to hear from some of the dignitaries and the chairman of the Kenya Professional Boxing Commission, who's also the chair of the Commonwealth Boxing Commission. The Honorable Ruben Dolo is one of the men who's coming onto the ring to probably talk just a bit before we get
Professional Boxing Commission.
The announcement from the ring.
In the Commonwealth as well. Karibu sana mheshimiwa. And please say something before we announce the results.
Thank you very much, because it's a serious business. I won't have enough time. But first of all, let me call my colleagues who we grew up here in Nairobi, and our brother who brought us up, his name is Omar Congo, or we call him Dino. Dan Congo, please. And my brother who's the chairman, my young brother who's the chairman of our AFC Leopards, Ambani Tafadhali. Before I say anything, where we are, mimi niko nyumbani hapa, because the owner of this place is my relative, Wapi Wandere Jr., the owner of this place, Wapi Wandere Jr. The family has promoted me very well. Wapi Wandere Jr., the owner of this place. Because his father, I have to thank them very much. Wandere Jr. is our son. He's the owner of this place, and he has given us a good support. You know, Dino, he's our mentor in Islands. Daniel Congo, of course, our chairman AFC Leopards. So let me thank TV47. Ndugu zangu, today here, the whole Africa, iko Kenya. The whole world, iko Kenya. The whole of UK yote iko Kenya leo. They have been watching this place. So I thank TV47, and I can't forget, you know, the government, the PS Mwangi, has supported us. His representative is here. onyesha mkono kidogo. Representative wetu kutoka kwa PS wetu wa sports wametusaidia sana, and we know that this fight, the two boxers who fought for the elimination, because I thank also the British. The British campaigned for me to be the president of the Commonwealth just 2 weeks ago. One of them is here, this young man, because his father was my promoter. Now he's also a promoter, Kalakoda. So the British, whoever, the person who won the other elimination fight, Reton Okwili, on 30th of January will fight for the Commonwealth title. Pigeni makofi Okwili tafadhali. Whoever is going to be the winner between these two young ladies who are all world champions. Vunajebi is a WF champion. Zarika, former WBC champion. Whoever wins today will go for the Commonwealth title in January 30th. Hapa nyumbani. Hakuna pali ingine. Kwa hiyo sisi tunashukuru sana. Watu wote na serikali wamesaidia kiasi, na tutaendelea kuona kwamba boxing goes back to where we used to be during our days. No joke. If ukiona leo the whole world was in Kenya, the whole Africa was in Kenya, it's not a joke. TV 47 muendelee tafadhali. Yangu ni hayo, sitaki kusema mengi, lakini I'll do a very, nitafanya makosa kama mtoto wetu Wandere Junior hawezi ametusaidia sana hapa, the owner of this place. Haya, tuko na kijana wangu hapa. You know, I took him to South Africa. You know him, Kidi, former Kenya champion, Commonwealth champion. Huyu hapa yeye ni WBF or commissioner, yeye ndio mwenye hiyo. So Wandere, just tafadhali useme moja, then nimkaribisha mzee wetu aweze kusema moja tafadhali. Mwakideu, utanisamehe, najua na kuingilia kazi yako, lakini huyu kijana ametusaidia sana, Wandere, na Dino ni baba yetu hapa Nairobi. Sisi Nairobi, watoto wa Islands, tumezaliwa huko na tabu mingi sana. We can't forget how we came out from. Wandere tafadhali, just 1 minute, then unaweza ukaalika hata kama ni chairman wetu FC, ingawa ametunyima ngoma yetu leo si kitu. Haya.
Asanteni sana. We're going to be doing this a lot more often, and thank you guys for coming through. Team Kenya always tutaendelea kufanya hivi kila siku. Asante.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the night. This was an 8-round bout, and the judges have the scores. Judge 1, 80-72. Judge 2, 80-72. Judge 3, 80-72. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the winner by unanimous points decision from the red corner is Fatuma Zarika.
Well, the announcement that we've been waiting for all through finally then comes through on the winner of that main fight, the women's super featherweight overall eliminator. And Kenya's Fatuma Zarika has been declared the winner on a unanimous points decision. All the 3 judges scoring it 80-72, 80-72, and 80-72. So she beats the WBF champion, Halima Vunajebi of Tanzania, on a unanimous points decision.
Let's hear from Halima from Tanzania. She has something to say. Halima, unasemaje mama?
Kwanza kabisa nipende kuwashukuru wa Kenya wote kwa kuja kuangalia mechi hii, mtanange huu. Pia niwashukuru sana Kalakoda kwa mpambano huu. Ila niwaombe Kalakoda, fight ijayo mnipe mimi na Zarika tena, ukiwepo ubingwa nimpige hapa nyumbani kwao vizuri kabisa, tena hatomaliza. Yangu ni hayo. Pia napenda kuwashukuru sana wa Tanzania wenzangu walionipa support kuniangalia leo. Azam TV, burudani kwa wote. Nawashukuru sana Kenya.
Asante sana dadangu kutoka Tanzania. Fatuma Zarika, una lipi la kusema mama?
Amjambo mafansi wangu. Nawashukuru sana kwa kuja siku ya leo. Asante sana kwa support yenu. Kwanza nimeshukuru sana kuja hapa. Na ningependa kushukuru Mr. Wambua wako hapa. Alinipatia sponsorship ya gym, nimetrain vizuri na bado tunaendelea na yeye. Kalakoda wenyewe kabisa, hao ni watu wangu, nawashukuru sana. Na nashukuru sana Mheshimiwa Karauri. Asante sana pia kwa support yako yenye umenipatia kwa kutrain, nimetrain vizuri na niko sure sijakulet down. Nashukuru sana pia kila mmoja kwa hapa. Media nawashukuru sana. Mwanzo asante na Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki sana sana. Na hiyo title ikikuja hapa tutampiga tena akikuja. Tutamrudisha kwao hivyo hivyo. Saidi KO.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, please also let's hear something from the CEO of Cape Media. Bwana CEO, sema kitu kimoja jamani.
Nashukuru sana kwa hii bout, asante.
Asante. We want to appreciate Kalakoda. Thank you so much for being part of this amazing event, for all the organizers.
I think all the niceties have already been said in the center of the ring for the Kalakoda Friday Fight Nights and the Nightmare in Nairobi that is sanctioned by the Kenya Professional Boxing Commission and has been brought live into your living rooms by TV 47 in Kenya and Azam Sport in Tanzania and NBC in Uganda. Well, from the green city in the sun, from the capital that is located at the south central part of Kenya. And on behalf of all those who have been here, it's been a very, very good evening of 10 boxing fights that we have witnessed. An evening that started at 6:15 and has come all the way to just about midnight. What a night of fight night. So we are happy that it has happened and looking forward to the very next time that the fights will be brought again into the city of Nairobi. So Kalakoda with the Box African and with the Kalakoda Promotions. Nightmare in Nairobi. It's goodbye for now and see you soon in another fight night.
Ikipambazana pia moshere cheze volleyball pia moshere ikipambazana pia moshere cheze volleyball pia moshere tatizo kikushika sana pia moshere cheze volleyball pia moshere sikikunaisi sana pia moshere cheze volleyball pia moshere mambo imechemuka pia moshere cheze volleyball pia kwa kweli mambo imechemuka pia moshere cheze volleyball. Kama umekubali pia moshere cheze volleyball pia kwa kweli kama umekubali pia moshere cheze volleyball pia moshere ratupate wote pia moshere cheze volleyball pia moshere amuka tucheze wote pia moshere cheze volleyball